What's up, my soldiers? It's WildBlueYonder. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the gas chamber at BMT. Now, when you go to BMT, you're going to learn this thing called C-burning. It's basically warfare training. So it stands for chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, and explosive or IEDs. So basically, you're going to be learning how to handle each situation differently. In your 4th week of training, you're going to have your gas chamber. This is going to teach you about C-burning. So you're going to learn a lot of different things that day. You'll start the day off by going down to the C-burning site. You're going to be on a bus and you're going to go with your brother flight or your sister flight. If you wear glasses for the whole day, you're going to be wearing those they're like these reinforced glasses because they're gas mask inserts. You're also going to be in your PT gear, so you're going to take your ABUs, you're going to put them in your duffel bag. Tip number 1, before you go down to C-burning, make sure you don't drink any milk or dairy products because that's going to make you throw up and be really sick. So that's just a helpful hint. Okay, so now once you arrive at the facility, you're going to be going through the first building, and that's where you're going to get all your chemical warfare gear. Now there's a name for all this gear. It's called MOP gear, or Mission Oriented Protective Posture gear. Basically, it's like these big rubber boots. You're going to have some trousers, you're going to have a top with a hoodie on it, and then it's going to tie up, and then you're going to have your mask. Then you're going to have white gloves, and then black gloves that go on top of it. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to move into the next room, and then you're going to learn how to put all this stuff on. Basically, they want to make sure that you know how to do this and make sure you know how to do it well and quickly. They're going to go through different scenarios. They're going to give you different alarms and different alerts, and you're going to have to know what to do in each situation. It's kind of scary because when you're putting on all the stuff, you know that this is the real deal. Like in a couple minutes, you're going into the gas chamber, and in a couple months, this might be a real world situation somewhere. So you need to learn how to put this stuff on. Okay, so now once you're done with that, you're done with all your training, you're done with all the instructions, now it's time for the real deal. You're going to go down to the gas chamber. Okay, so this is kind of how it happened for us. It was during the summertime, so we were in our PT gear. Maybe if it's in the wintertime, you'll be in your ABUs, but we were in our PT gear. We lined up in front of this huge building, and there was a guy standing out front. He said, okay, alarm whatever, MOP level whatever, put on your stuff. That's the alarm, that's how we know it's time to go, so we start putting on our stuff. On the front of the building were 2 doors, and both of them had big red lights on top. Inside the doors were little rooms, which were the gas chambers, and there was a little stove in the middle of the room. Me and my wingman knew that they would crack open the chemicals on top and it would smoke up and it would fill up the room with chemicals. Each new wave of people that go into the chamber get a new pack, so it gets stronger as it goes along. So that means that the faster we put on our gear, the faster we can go into the chamber and the less chemicals we have to deal with. So I put my stuff on, I'm ready to go. He gets something happened with his uniform, I forgot what happened. He couldn't button up, his zipper got stuck or something. So we kind of just stood there for a while, because he's my wingman, I gotta stay with him. So we're helping him, I'm getting his uniform together. He finally gets it together. Tell me why everybody and their mama had already been in line. We were the last group to go into the chamber. So I was like, oh my gosh. I wasn't gonna give him crap about it because, it's not his fault. His zipper got stuck. So we get in line. We're the last people in line. We're getting ready to go in. We see all the gas going up. We see people coming out the back end or on the other side, and they're like, oh. They look so ugly. There's snot running out of their faces. Some people throwing up. It was kind of gross. So I was just like, this is going to be terrible. Finally, all the other groups have gone through. We're the last group. We're ready to go in. They open up the doors. They say, come on inside. Let's go. So we walk inside and we line up on the edge of the room. We're standing there, and the MTI in the middle of the room says to do some jumping jacks and stuff like that, running plays, just to get our breath up. So once we did that for a minute or so, the other instructor was cracking all these packs on top of the stove. It was all the types of chemicals in the air. I'm like, oh crap. While I'm standing there, I can start to feel kind of the sweat. So I can start to feel the burn around the edge of my mask. So it started to burn around the bottom and your hairline and stuff and the back of your neck and stuff. So it starts to sting a little. So the instructor tells us to stop. So we're standing there and he says, the first step is to take the elastic bands, the elastic straps that attach the mask to your face and go tap, tap, tap to loosen them up. That's all he said. And tell me why this other dude on the other side of the chamber fully removes his mask. It's just off. He just takes it off. Everybody else, you still have partially the mask on your face. So that chemicals are still going through the mask and you can still get some clean air. But he took his mask all the way off. So he was over there dying and coughing and spitting and we're just oh my gosh, why did you take your mask off? So the instructor's just looking at the dude and he says, okay, well, you all are going to remove your mask, hold it to your chest, and give a reporting statement. Once everyone gets a reporting statement, you're going to walk clearly out of the gas chamber in a straight line, no running. If you run, you're going to have to do it again. And as soon as you leave the gas chamber, you're going to make a right, you're going to follow the voices, and you're going to put your arms out like a T. Make sure you don't touch your face, because if you touch your face, you're just going to reactivate the chemicals on your face, and it's going to burn some more. Tip number 2, you want to blink as much as possible. When you exit the gas chamber, you're going to want to keep your eyes closed. You're going to get that sensation to keep them closed, but the more you blink, the more it'll wash out of your system. You get some fresh air into your eyes. Then you're going to walk out and you're going to do 2 laps around this circle. Now you might be asking yourself, how did it feel? It didn't feel good. It did not feel good. It felt like a citric acid. It felt like It felt like somebody squeezed like super concentrated orange juice into your sinuses and like in your eyes. Some people react differently. Some people are like, oh, that was refreshing. So other people are like dying. Some people like get cured of like whatever sickness they had because all the snot just went out of their face. I got like a combination of everything. Like I was just like snot, I was crying, like I wanted to throw up, I was like dry heaving, but since I hadn't eaten in like a couple hours, I wasn't throwing up anything. But it wore off pretty quickly. Once you get done with the 2 laps, like you feel like nothing even happened. It just felt like burning, and your body just reacts by flushing everything out. So that's kind of just how it works. The rest of your day is spent going through more training. You're gonna actually get an MRE for the first time there, so that's gonna be fun. And that's pretty much all I remember. After that, we just pack up, go back to our dorms, and eat dinner that night, and then go to sleep. So that's pretty much CBRNE, or the gas chamber. If you guys have any more questions about the gas chamber or anything else at BMT, let me know in the comment box below. I make videos every Wednesday and Saturday. See you guys next time. Peace.